Hey, what's happening YouTube? Rod J here to take a look at another beer. Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Going to take a look at one from out of Comstock, Michigan. This is going to be from Bell's Brewing, and it's going to be their Amber Ale. Look at that, a nice, peaceful, serene image they put on the label there out at one of the Great Lakes. And if you're not familiar with Bell's, they actually have been around for a while, and they actually make some pretty decent beers. Always recommend people checking them out, especially if they get up to that Michigan area. First brewed in 1985, Bell's Amber Ale embodies the heritage of our brewery and celebrates the nature of the Great Lakes region. Check them out at bellsbeer.com. This one comes in at an ABV of 5.8%. Does not list the IBU on this one, so if I find out, put that in the description field. They actually do put a date on here, but they actually put a package date. So you can see there, this was packaged April 20th, 2016. And with a lot of their beers, or a lot of beers in general, usually you have like 180 days out there to drink it from that package date that most breweries will put on their stuff. Some may say 3 months, or some may say 90 days, but usually as a rule of thumb, I think it's like 180. Let's go ahead and get this baby open and get it into a glass and check it out. So there you see it poured into the glass. Came out with a nice kind of copper color, a little more darker up towards the top of the body, the top half, rather than the lower body. Head came out really nice. Look at that, it came out with a nice 3-finger head there. When you get some light behind it, you still have somewhat of a chill haze, and you can make out some of the carbonation more towards the bottom than up to the middle. It kind of has a nice little glow that floats through the beer. The head itself kind of just sits as pretty much a kind of just off-white, creamy type color. Maybe, you could say a bone white, which is what some people like to describe that color. The aroma. So the first thing I get hit with is some of that yeast coming out of this one. I do get some sweetness out of it though from the malts. Now it's supposed to have some toasty type smell and caramel type smell. And I've had this a couple times before, and I did get the toasty smell, but I don't get the caramel as much. Yeah, as I stir it up a little bit, I kind of get that nice toastiness coming out, kind of that almost like burnt toast. You leave the bread in the toaster a little too long, but it's that horse blanket and burnt toast. As far as the taste, oh wow, that's smooth. That's a good amount of flavor. You don't really get that yeast type, what you're getting from the aroma in the taste, but it has a nice burst of flavor when it hits the mouth. You get a little bit of bitterness in the front at the on the tip of the tongue, of course, but nice and crisp, refreshing on the break. This is actually one that I wouldn't mind having on a warmer type day as well. Coming in at the 5.8%. As far as the body, it sits pretty much as a medium body. Not overly heavy, but you do feel it a little bit there. Carbonation is pretty much perfect on this one. Does not feel overly carbonated at all. You could actually not pay attention and probably drink half of this down just that fast. Really gets the taste buds going a little bit. I can just feel a little bit of that tingling taking place on the tongue. Kind of like the mouth is like asking for more a little bit. Nothing really on the back end too much as far as anything like harshness or anything like that. You got a nice smooth feel of the finish as it goes down. The duration is probably about an average duration. It's not really lingering as much. As I drink it down now, starting to see a lot of the lacing start to play a little bit. Well, not a lot, but you know what I mean. It's got some of the lacing going. I'm not getting as much of the citrus hops and the herbal hops that they talk about you should get on this beer, but it does have that toastiness lingering around. I mean, this is kind of one to probably take into fall. I'm not sure if this is a year-round beer or it's just seasonal. It doesn't say on the bottle, I believe. But this is one I may want to have. You can have it, like I said, on a warmer type day, but going into the fall, this would actually be a nice one to have too. The more you drink it, the more you start to feel it into the cheek area. Start to get a little bit of that dancing around as well. Very pleasurable. Definitely do enjoy this one. So if you've had this one before, let me know what you think. Bell's Amber Ale. Put some comments in the comment section. Let me know what your your feedback is with this one and what you thought from the time that you've had it. But for me, I'm actually pretty pleased with this one. I think the first time I had this was actually at one of the beer festivals last February. And I'm saying last year in 2015. And I was pleased with it when I had it then. Still pretty pleased with it now. I think it's got some great drinkability with it. It's not something I would probably go out and hunt down again, though. I mean, but if I have it or if I see it at a bar and just went ahead and got it, I'd be happy with it. Could definitely drink this over and over again as well. So for me, as far as a drinkability rating on this one, easily a 3.5. I think if you're an amber type fan, you'll like this one for sure. If you want something kind of a refreshing type ale, but maybe you don't want like a Pilsner lager, then this is actually something that can really fill the bill for you. But yeah, good beer overall. Again, that's Bell's Brewery. If you've had them before, you already know about them. If not, make sure you check them out. And like I said, if you're up around that Michigan area, and they distribute outside of Michigan, but probably one of the breweries on my go-to list if I travel up that way at some point. But with that being said, I appreciate you swinging by and check out another video. I'm going to get into finishing and enjoying this one. Look forward to catch you on the next one. As always, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and all that good jazz. I definitely look forward to seeing you on the next video. Keep drinking good craft beers. Cheers.